Thank you, Mr. Abdallah. Good morning, everyone. As mentioned, I'm Salon Jarjour, Customer Success Manager for Education from Microsoft, covering Middle East cluster. And today we will take you through several of the updates that is happening. Let us start with the agenda of today. So, although I know that you know how to log in through Office 365 and how to install all Microsoft application. We will shed light a little bit on that point. And then we will continue by creating a team. I know that you know how to do this step. However, I will explain more about something we call templates, and you will see how you can benefit from the templates. On the other side, we have a new update for adding members through a link or in a bulk, like putting all the email address at the same time, even if they are guests. So this will work as well. We will discuss it through our session today. We will speak also on the channels and how you can benefit from creating channels in your teams and how you can manage it in a way that it will not disturb the whole learning process. On the other side, we will speak about the Files tab, and maybe I can give you some tricks on how to give permissions and manage those permissions, like how to make a file read only, or maybe stop sharing with others so that you will have a private folder for you under the Files tab. Also today, we will go through scheduling a meeting and how to take care of certain permissions so that you will control the full meeting and the student will not disturb you while in the meeting. Since we are discussing the meetings, we will speak about Microsoft Whiteboard application, which you have to download it on your device, and we will see some of the benefits that you will get from this application. We will continue about how to retrieve the recording session from Microsoft Stream and how to teach this process or these steps for your student. I know that you are using Moodle, which is great for the assignments. However, we want to give you some glimpse about how to use the assignment tab in Microsoft Teams, and you will be free to use it or to use whatever you are convenient in using it. At the end, we will close with the application called Insight. This is very useful in terms of getting you some data analysis. So let us get started. I hope you will benefit from this session. Okay. So as we said, the first step is to go to office.com from here. So from office.com, 1 minute, I'm here. Okay. From office.com, let us say it. This is your anchor. This is where you can get started online. So we have 3 ways: online through office.com, downloading the application on your desktop, and downloading the application on your mobile phone. So you have 3 ways to stay connected and to retrieve your data at any time and anywhere. So office.com, I'm not sure why it's not loading. We can, okay, let us continue from the slides. I already prepared. So always have plan B in case you have some internet issues. This is the website, office.com. That was the old view of the office.com. Now all these applications will be on the side here. So it will give you more space to check your files. Now, if you are using your personal device, so you don't need the IT to give you the permission, you can simply click on Install Office and install the full package of Office 365. In this way, you will stay updated whenever Microsoft releases a new update. During the session, we will cover some of those updates. Now let's get started by Teams. We will click on the Teams icon to get started with the session. Okay, so this is what I said previously. So all those applications are on the side rather than in the middle. Now let's go to Microsoft Teams. As you see, this is the layout. One important component here I always recommend everyone to check is the profile icon from here, where it will have the settings. And under the settings, we have very important thing, which is the notification. I know for some of you, receiving a lot of notification is a bothering process, and for others, you need those notifications. So this is where you can control when you will receive the notification and for which action. So as you can see, we are stating the actions, and here you can select the kind of a notification that you will receive. So we have banner, which is a pop-up message on your screen. Email, it will send you like an email summary of what you have missed during a certain time. How to set that time? You will go down from here to missed activity emails, and from here you can select the timing of receiving that email. So if you are anxious and you need to know what's happening on your Microsoft Teams, it's recommended to put it as soon as possible. Or if you feel that you are receiving a lot of emails and this is like making your inbox full, you can set it up as once every 8 hours, or simply you can turn it off. So this is a very nice thing, and it is a must for all of you to know. Now we will go to the icon Teams from here, where we will start building our first virtual classroom. I will click on join or create a team, and here I will click on create a team. Now I know that the IT are working hard to make the integration between Moodle and Microsoft Teams so that you will not do this step. However, give it some time, and it's recommended that you know these steps because like we said, plan B. You always have plan B ready so that you will continue on the same momentum. So I will start with this type, which is class. I know that you know the difference between all of them. Actually, this type of team will give you the full features of a virtual classroom. So I will click on the class from here, and let us say it ICT 1, for example, if I'm teaching ICT. Now, we said in our agenda, we will cover something called templates. How to get those templates? So from here, when you start creating your team, you don't need to name it. You can go to create a team using an existing team as a template. This is very beneficial because rather than repeating yourself, you can create a template with ready things. Now we will see what you can benefit from, and then you can make it like the template for everyone, and everyone can reuse that template. So now, as you can see, I have the full template. For example, I need this to be reused, which is like the grade level, the section, and then the subject. For you, it will be different. It will be similar to this, for example, which is the subject and the number of the subject. So I will click on the class, and I will say choose team. So here are the things that you can reuse. Number one, you can reuse the tabs, and this is very nice if you put tabs such as insight, or such as a website that you usually recommend for your student, or maybe you added a channel from Stream or a channel from YouTube. So whatever comes to your mind and you prepare it as a tab, you can reuse it. Team setting. We will discuss today about these settings, how you can make some settings for the general channel, where you will like stop students from posting and let them only reply to your messages. Apps, and here also we have very nice apps that you can benefit from, and that you can add it and you will reuse it through the template. Now, the last point is very important as well. I don't know if you will use it or not. Members. So, for example, if I have the members of a certain section, let's say Biology 101, and I need to create another team where I need to benefit from the members of Biology 101, maybe to make an extra curriculum activity. It could be visiting a museum or visiting a certain research institution. So I need to have a separate team for only the conversation about this issue or this project. Then I will select members, and in this way I will take the same members. So this is beneficial, especially if you have like a full list of people in your team. So before proceeding, you can change the naming from Biology 101 maybe to Research 1. Okay. And now I will click on Create. In this way, I'm creating or I'm reusing a team, and I'm taking the same settings, the same tabs, and also the same members to continue with my team. Now, also we have another idea here. So as you can see, the members that are part of this team already added to my team. Now, let's say I need to merge. So I have Biology 101 students. I need to merge it with Biology, for example, 102. And those two classes, I need them to be in this team so that we will continue with the research. So how to merge the members? Again, because we are here under the members. Again, I can search for the name of the team. Let us say that it was Math 101. So from here, Math 101, you will search for your team and you will click on Add. In this way, also the members of this team will be added to your team. Now, in this way, I merge the two teams. It's easier for me to create a third team, probably for discussion or probably, as we mentioned, for making a research. I will close it, and in this way, my team is ready. As you can see, those were the like channels that was created under biology. So they came as a template with me to this new team. Okay. And we will discuss this channels now. So this is the first part. If we go back to our presentation, here is the first step that we covered. We covered how to sign in and how to install the app. We see how to create a team of type class and how to benefit from the templates. Now we will see how to add members through a link or bulk. Okay. Let us get started. Any question on your side, team? Any question from the attendee of this live event? Okay, great. So now let us say that I have a new members that I need to add to this research, but those members, I really don't have any team with them. So let us take the example of two doctors working on a project, could be research, and they want to merge their teams together or the members together. Now, I cannot reuse any members in the ways that we explained. How can I make it easier on me to add those members? We have two options. I will give you the options and it's up to you to pick the right one. So the first option is by sending a link to those members and they can join your team through a link. I know that you know the code one, but the link will add some more security to adding the team members. Let us get started. So from the team name here, I will click on the three dots and I will go down to get link to a team. So from get link to a team, I will copy this link from here and I will share it with my student. I can send it through the Moodle application. I will give it to the other professor. He will share it with his students, probably through an email or another way that they are using, or simply they can put it on a team. So now I will go to Google Chrome. There I have a student set for you, a user for a student. So from here, I will click on the plus sign and I will paste the link. So this is the page that the attendee will receive when they click on the link that you shared it with them. So here it's telling me, you need me to open this this page through Microsoft Teams. You can do it, but for me, I will not because I'm on a call with you through the application. So instead of this, I will cancel the message and I will open as an app instead so that I will have everything in front of you opened online. Okay. Okay. It seems that I'm already part of this team. That's why it didn't give me the message because we added. So let us see. Let me remove it. 1 minute. So also this is a question how we manage the members. So from the three dots, we go to manage team from here. And let me remove this student, which is one test, so that we will repeat the step. Okay. Okay. Again, three dots. I will click on the link, get link to a team, copy the link, go to the account of the student. In the hyperlink, put the link. Okay, cancel it from here. Use the web app instead. Okay, great. So when the student will click on the link, they will receive this message. It is asking them whether they need to join the team, yes or no. So they will click on join the team. Now, the question here, will they be able to be automatically added? No. And this is the privacy part that is added for you in compared to the code. So in here, even though I ask to join the team, as you can see, as a student, I don't have the research. So I don't have the research as part of my teams. What is the next step? The next step is the teacher. She is receiving a notification, or he, that I have a student who requested to join my team. So here you will have the request of all the students. Now you can double check whether we need to add this student to the research project, for example, or deny. Now, if I have a list of 20, 30, 40, whatsoever the number is, I will do accept all, and now they will be added to my team. So this is a very alternative way and very it will keep the privacy of your team compared to the code method. As you can see now, I'm part of the research, and in this way, I can start the chatting and the virtual communication with the team. Now, the third way is to add them as a bulk. And that is something called refined teams. Let me see. So this is something like an extension. You have to search for refined Microsoft Teams. It will work for Google Chrome. It will work for Safari. Now you will see it. So on the search, you will put refined Microsoft Teams. Okay. From here, you will go down and you will be able to click on it. Click on, I already have it, so it will be added as an extension over here. This is the one. I will show it for you now. And in this way, you will be able to get this, which is bulk import. Now we will test it. So how to get the bulk import? As we mentioned, this works on Google Chrome, on Safari. You will search it from the Google search. You will put refined Microsoft Teams. It is an extension. So you will click here on add. For me, it's already there, so I don't need to click on anything. Once you click on add, you will find it added to the extensions. This is the extensions. So you can use it from now on. Now, the question is how to use the refined Microsoft Teams extension. I will go back to the team, okay? And let's see from here. So this is a team that I created in this account, which is one test. Now, let's say that I need to add more people to this team. How I can do it? Simply, I will go and click on add member, okay? Now, since I have the extension on, I will find this one, which is bulk import. How it will work, I have to write the email. So if I have it on an Excel sheet or I have it on a Word, I will simply copy paste them here, but I have to keep a semicolon between each and every name. So when you copy paste emails, simply leave like a semicolon between each email so that it will be added in a bulk. Okay, so this is one method. Let me add one of the emails, solange@mstgolfschool.com, and I have to write a semicolon. In this way, I will add more to my team. Okay, when you put them, you will click on bulk import, and now added user. One user was added to your organization. So this is very simple. All you need to do is to search for refined Microsoft Teams extension. Click on add. You will have it here. Once you have it, now you can simply work through it. You don't need to do any other additional step. Okay, so let me stop here and check if you have any question. Any question?
Yes, ma'am. So it will not work with the MS Teams app. It will work only with the web-based app, right?
Yes, correct. Correct. You have to be on the browser, Google Chrome or Safari. Yeah.
Safari. Okay. So the next one more question is, so when I install this add-on in Chrome, and then I will be able to import in web app. So is there the only format is in Notepad? I have to type semicolon for each email, or in Excel I have to put it in a new row, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So does it support XLS or CSV file only?
You have to put it in the way I said. So you will not, it will not upload a file. Let me put it for you. So add member, when you have it on Excel, when you copy paste it here, it will be like a semicolon. I think this is CSV file. This is the CSV file format.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay.
Anyway, now at least we can copy and paste multiple files.
Exactly. Yeah. Now you will have it on a Excel or you will have it on a Word document, so you can make it in a bulk.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. Any other question on this? Great. So we finished the third item on our agenda. So we know how to add it through a link. and we know how to add in a bulk. Now, for a link, this is beneficial if you don't know your audience. So simply, for example, if you want to make a team for outside your college and it's open for everyone who wants no, it will not work for people outside the college. It should be from people inside your college. So let's say you are doing a volunteering project or volunteering like initiation or initiative. So you don't really know who want to join this project. You can share a link and it will be very helpful for you. Okay. Now let's go to the fourth item on our agenda, which is create and manage a channel. So first of all, why would we need a channel and how to manage that channel? Okay, so from here, let me go back to the teacher. If you see under the research, let me refresh this one. Teams. Okay, if you see under the research, and this is what I took from Biology 101, we divided the channels like into units. Okay, so I have unit 1, I have unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, and so on. So for each unit, for example, all the conversation, all the files, everything that is associated with that topic will be under this channel. So in this way, it will be easier for you to to organize your work and to organize the conversation. And also it could be organizing meetings and assignments. So when we go to the assignment part, we will see how we can post the assignment in a certain channel so that everything that is related to that channel will be in that like specific place. So how I created those channels. Again, from the research, from the name of the team, I will click on the 3 dots from here and I will say add a channel. Now, let's say I have unit 5 and let's say unit 5 is about microbiotics. Let's say because it was like something about biology. And here for the privacy, this is very important. Standard is like it is public for everyone that is part of this team. So whoever I added as a member in research 1 will be able to see the channel. He will be able or she will be able to contribute with me and will be able to do everything related to this channel. So this is what it means standard. Now here we have another option which is private and I will give you another example for it. Let us keep it now as a standard. I will add it. So now I will have unit 5, as you can see, added to my list. Now let's go ahead and create a private channel. Why should I create a private channel? We are doing a research and normally in a research, I will have a group of 2, 3 maximum to do a certain research. So I need to monitor the work of those groups in a channel, in a private channel. So I need to keep my eye on whatever they are doing in terms of communication. I need to make a call with them to check whatever or the progress of their research, and I want to keep an eye on that research that they are writing. So all of this can be done under the team which is called research number 1. Now, what I will do, I will create a new channel and I will say this is a group 1 of that channel, of that research. So group 1, and here I will select private. Okay, so it is private channel. Now I will click on next, and from here I can add the student of group number 1. So it could be the test that I'm using, and it could be any other one. So in this way, I'm adding a channel a private channel for certain group of students. Okay, let me add another channel so that you will see the difference. Another time, so I will repeat, click on the three dots from here, click on add a channel because we are adding a channel, didn't take, add a channel. Now we are making group number 2 in this research. I will click on private and I will click on next. Again here, I will not add any student. I will skip it. Now I have as a teacher group number 1 and group number 2. Let us go to the student to see what they will see from this teams. So I'm on the student side, one test, research. This is the team that I just created. As you can see, I will have all the general channels. So unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, they are hidden just for the case of minimizing the number of channels that I'm having. Now, for the private, I'm only part of group 1, as you can see. So I cannot see the conversation and whatever is happening on group number 2. So this is the real benefit of creating channels, whether they are public or standard, or whether they are private. So I am grouping people according to certain topic or according to certain activity. Okay. Any question on this part so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now, I mentioned that also we can manage those channels. So what I really mean by managing, if I go to the student here and I will go to unit number 1, what I really need from unit number 1 is to keep only the announcement that the teacher is posting and what the teacher is trying to ask. So here, for example, if a student wanted to show off, they will start like this. I hate distance learning. You know them. They want to look cool in front of their student, and this coolness will create a lot of for example, a lot of posts that are really not relevant to whatever you are trying to do. Because at the end of the day, you created channels not for the student to post anything, correct? So how we can manage this? If I go back to the teacher model, so I was on the student side. So if I go back to the teacher model, I can see that students started posting and this is not convenient for me. So I will go to the unit, which is unit 1. I'll click on the three dots from here and I will go to manage channel from here. From manage channel, I will put channel moderation to be set to on. So I'm onning the channel moderation. Okay, that's all. That's all I need to do. Now let us see that what is the effect of this move. I will go back to the student, and now as a student, they cannot post. You see, that post was dimmed. However, they can reply, so they can only reply. Now, I will go to the student and I will tell them remove whatever you posted because this is like disturbing the student, so they can remove. We are not able to remove. Let us see if the teacher can remove it. Delete. Okay, she cannot delete. Okay, no worries. But like you can keep it for now. Sometimes it's not working. But for the deletion of the student, let us see how we can give them the permission to delete their messages if it's not working. So from the team itself, we will go to manage team. We will go to the settings from here. And under member permissions, if you go down, you will give members the option to delete their messages. Let us remove it and re-put it. Sometimes it is not effective. So in this way, you will allow them to delete their messages. Okay. But maybe because I did the moderation, let me refresh here. It could come as delete your message. It's not there. Okay, no problem, but it should come, maybe because I put the moderation on. Let us try here. Okay, we'll check it out for you. But normally, the student will receive, once you activated that from the permissions, the student will be able to see a delete message where they can delete their messages. Okay, so that is for the channels. Let us tick it and see what is next. So this is how we create and manage channels. Any question on this point before I proceed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, great. So now let us see how we can manage the permissions in the files. Okay, so let's go back to this unit activity. We all know that only under the general channel, only here under this channel, I have under the files tab a folder which is called content or class material. This class material, by default, it is a read only. So this file will allow the teacher to put the material and will only give the view permission for the student. Okay, this file only exists at the general channel. Now, we need the same file to be under each and every channel that I'm creating, because as we mentioned from the beginning, I need to organize everything related to that unit in one place. So I will go to unit 1. I will go to the files tab from here. Okay, and I will create a folder and I will name it, for example, unit 1 resources. Okay, create. Now, the student, if I'm creating this unit under the channel, which is unit 1, if I go back to that student, here is the student, unit 1. If I go to the files tab, he will be able to see that I added a new folder, and also he will be able to upload, he will be able to download, he will be able to do whatever comes to his mind. Okay. This file is in use. Let us put an image. Okay, so as you can see, as a student, he can do whatever he needs. Now, I don't need this to be done in my resource. I don't need the student to really upload or delete anything I'm putting. How to manage this? Let us go back to the team, to the activity. I'm on the teacher side. This is the folder, Unit 1 resources. Okay. I'm just waiting to see that file reflecting on my side. It's still uploading. Okay, no worries. Now, we will go back. This is the file. How to manage the permission of the student so that they will not be able to upload or delete. I will click here on the 3 dots and I will say open in SharePoint. So SharePoint will give you additional permissions so that you will prohibit student from really writing anything in or uploading or deleting your resources. Okay, it's taking some time. To see from here, it was uploaded. Okay, great. Any question while it's loading? Good. Great. So now this is the folder, which is Unit 1 resources. and the student, if you can see, the student was able to put an image. How to control this? I will click on that folder, click on the three dots from here and say manage access. So we open it in a SharePoint. We highlighted that folder and then we clicked on manage access. Now from manage access on the side, I can see who can do what. So let's start from here. Research members means all the students or all the members that are part of this team. What they can do, they can edit. Now, I don't need them to edit. What I will do, I will click here and I will say can view. So in this way, they will not be able to edit, they will only be able to view. Now, research visitors. Who are the visitors? Visitors are guests. What is a guest? Anyone who is outside your organization is a guest. So by default, guests cannot view your work. They cannot edit. They can only view. Now, let's say that I don't need the visitors outside of my organization even to see this file. So what I can do, I can simply say stop sharing. So when I click on stop sharing, they will never access this file. They will not see it at all. Okay? So this is a very nice way of managing your resources. You can, let us repeat it, open in a SharePoint as a first step, click on the folder, click on the three dots from here and click on manage access. And from here, you can change the permission from view to edit to stop sharing. Now, if you want to give a grant access for only one student, what you will do, you can stop sharing from all the members and give it as a direct. So in this way, this is an idea if you want to create a folder per student or maybe a folder per group of students. For example, only group A to be seeing it. However, you don't need to do it since you did the private channel. This is created by default for you. Okay, so this is all for this part. Any question? Let us see. So any question on how to manage permissions in a files tab? So now this can be done on a private channel. You can be doing it on a public channel or on the general channel. Any questions so far?
There is an
Yes, ma'am.
advanced down. Advanced, what is that advanced? What is used? The advanced icon down.
Where? Let us see.
Manage.
Manage access.
Yeah, there is advanced here.
Advanced. Okay, what you can do here at the advanced? Let us see. Yes. Someone else had a question? Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead.
there is a query about video quality. Actually, if you see the streams recording, there is no clarity on, which is the HD or we are getting full HD like that. There is no clarity. So is there anywhere we can just control like how can I record my session in a high quality like that?
No. However, you need to be on a good like internet connection in order to have a good recording. So
But still,
the record.
there is no way to manage that I need in 4K or HDP 720p like that 1080p. So is there any settings I can modify something that which can give me a good
This is not on the teacher's model. We can take it separately from the IT. There are some certain things that you can do, and also the artificial intelligence in Microsoft Teams, it is adapting as well. So you have the adaptation that is done by Teams itself, and we can take it on the side by the IT because this is not something that can be done by the teachers. Okay, so for the teacher's perspective, I really recommend you to be on a good internet, to be on a good network, and by default, it is the Teams is making some kind of adaptation to keep the call in a better way. Okay, but the one who is recording should be on a good network.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
another one question. If a student is joining by clicking a link,
Yeah.
yeah, then the
Joining
teacher
joining the
supposed to
team.
allow, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
two teams.
Yes. Yes. Teacher is supposed to approve. Correct.
Approve.
Okay.
These are the two queries earlier. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So in here, in the advanced, like it is the same. You can see that here members can read, owners, they have a full control. So here you can give another grant permission. So as you can see, you can invite them through through an email or get a link. So this link you can share it with everyone in MS Golf. So it is more like more permissions that you can give. Okay. But the summary at the side will do. Yani it is more than enough. This is, I don't recommend teachers to go this deep. I think this is for the IT level, and if they want to make something that is for the whole college, then they will go into these kind of permissions. Okay, so for the teachers, keep it simple. This is the things that you need to do. Either you make it can view, can edit, stop permission, or simply stop permission for everyone and give it as a grant access for only specific email address. Now, another question here, owners, can we do anything for the owners? Unfortunately not. Everyone who is with you as an owner will see all the files that you have. Okay, so we cannot do anything for the owners. Type. Any question on this, or shall we go to the next point, which is scheduling a meeting?
Yeah, there's one question which is maybe, it is about meetings recorded and other things, fine. But I am uploading one video, like a lecturer, I upload one video in MS Streams.
Okay,
So
we will speak
how
about
does
MS Stream.
MS Stream, yes. So
Yeah, we
how
will
the
speak about
quality,
it.
yeah, we will come back later. Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, yes, we will come back later to it.
Okay.
Okay. So now we will speak about scheduling meeting and taking care of the permissions. Let us do this one. This is very important. I know that you did it a lot. However, we have some updates that we can benefit from. So again, from the team itself, we will close the SharePoint from here. So from the team, usually what you usually do is from the general from here, you will go to Meet Now and you will do your meeting. What I really suggest is to do it in a scheduled way. So I will go to the three dots from here and I will go to calendar. From the calendar, I will go to a new meeting and I will write, for example, research 1. Okay. Now, shall I add them one by one? No. Since I have them in a channel or in a team, it's easier for me to set that invitation. So I will go here to add a channel and I will go to research 1, the team that we just created. And as you can see, I now can select the right like channel. Why it is beneficial to be done in this way? Because when a student is revising, for example, unit number 1, so they really need also to see the recording. And usually the recording is saved on the same team or on the same channel beneath that meeting. So whenever I have a meeting and I will be discussing, for example, activities of living things, I will set it to be there. Okay, so this will help the student to go back to revise and also will help me to organize everything, even the meeting, in that specific channel. Now, for the timing, I have a repeated schedule. And I know that this meeting, for example, for unit number 1, it will take for me like 1 month to finish the whole the whole unit. So do I need to do or repeat this step every time? No. You will go to does not repeat from here. You will select every weekday. This will make like you are selecting every weekday from Monday or from Sunday. It depends on the setting of your calendar on a weekly basis. Now, I need to customize it because I know from my university previously, we have specific days. We meet at the same time, but we have specific days during the week, and I expect to have the same. So on that specific day timing, sorry, which is we will see maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. What are the repeated days? So I will meet with my student, the ones that are in research, every Monday, Tuesday, no, Wednesday, no, Thursday, yes. So 2 days in a week, Monday and Tuesday. Now, since I selected this meeting to be showing on the general unit 1, probably I have a planning and I know that unit 1 will take from me, for example, 1 month. So I will start it today, which is September 2, and I will end it, for example, at the end of the month. Okay. So you can change the end date at any time. You can delete it. You can remove. You can update it. Now, in this way, I created a calendar invite that will be shown on the research number 1 under the channel activities of living things, where I'm meeting with my student from 10 o'clock till 10:30 every Monday and Thursday till the end of this month, means till I finish from this unit. Okay. Here I can customize a message. For example, these are the units that we will be covering. Check this notes. Come prepared by reading this article. You can do whatever you need here under the message. When you finish, you will click on send, and in this way, this calendar invite will be sent for all the students that are part of your team. Okay. So this is very useful way in sending the meeting invite. Now we have the second part of the meeting invite. And the second part, we will speak about the permissions. What we mean by the permissions? Permissions means if I'm inviting student, sometimes the students are able to mute me. Sometimes the students are able to record the session and they will be the owner of that recording. Sometimes the student can like remove each others so they can play around while they are in a meeting. How to control that part? This is what we will see. Now it is taking some time because we make it like on the whole like month. Any question on this point before I proceed?
Yes, ma'am. It is about the settings.
Yeah.
Is it possible to block the chat between students while a class is going on?
Block the chat in the meeting?
Yeah, while class is going
And
on.
the
Is
chat
it possible?
meeting, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we will do it. We will do it. We will mute everyone, and I will show you how to mute everyone so that they will not chat. Okay, great. So now my invitation is ready. How to set the settings? You will find after it is created. So this step is after you click on send. You will find a new tab. It's called meeting options. You can see it up. So it is either up. If you are not able to see it as a tab up, it will be written here down under the join Microsoft Teams link. You will have it also here, which is meeting options. So it is either up as a tab or underneath the link. Now here, meeting options, what I can do. Okay, what we can do is that all students should be attendee, and I'm the only one who can present. So now we will select for who can present. We will say only me. Now, as you can see, who can present? It is by default everyone. So by default, everyone can share their screen. By default, everyone can mute anyone. By default, everyone can record, and by default, everyone can remove the other participant. How to control this? I will say no one is presenter except me. So for who can present, I will say only me. Okay. Now we have another option here. Who can bypass the lobby? So usually we have it for the guests. So if we have guests outside the organization, we will set it for only people in the organization. Now we find out that some students are joining that meeting without my permission. So I don't need them really to do the meeting if I'm not there. So if you need this case, you will go to who can bypass the lobby and you will select only me. So only me, only me. This will give you that no one will be able to go to the meeting before you. Number two, everyone will be in the attendee mode where they can only see you, they can open their mic, and only that. The remaining things will be blocked for them. Okay? And as you can see, these settings are efficient until the end of the month, where I selected the meeting to end for this specific channel. Now, in this way, I'm ready for the virtual learning. I set my teams. I organized my channels according to units. I set my meetings. So everything is ready to meet my students. Okay. Any question on this part?
Can you
About
repeat this part, please? Meeting part. It's request from some guys requesting you to repeat.
Repeat which part specifically?
Dr. Tharaya.
she cannot speak, sir. So we have to get the question and we have to say.
She said let her repeat meetings.
Yeah, I think then she needs entire scheduling.
Okay, from the beginning, from here?
Yes.
Okay, yalla, 1 minute. Okay, so from the calendar, we will go to new meeting. From here, we will name it. For example, this is research 1. Okay, we will go to the channel from here and I will select the team first of all. So the team is the research 1. Now I will select the channel and pay attention for this. I cannot manage or schedule a meeting for a private channel. So as you can see, only the standard channels. So I cannot like schedule a meeting with a group number 1. With a group number 1, I have only to click on meet now and go ahead and meet them. Okay, so this is also an important point you have to take care of, that private channels, you cannot schedule a meeting for them. Normally for private channels, we put specific number of audience like 2 and 3, and we know how to control them. They would like to be controlled, or they will be in charge of doing the settings because they care about this meeting. Now, for this part, for example, we did one for the unit 1. Let us prepare one for the cells, for example. So here for the cells, which is unit 2, we put when this meeting will start. So it will start by 1st of October. When I finish unit 1, I will start with unit 2. I will put the timing. It is the same timing. I meet this class from 10 till 10:30, for example. And this will be repeated only for the weekdays. So I don't want to include the weekends. However, I need to customize it. So here after I select every weekday, I will click on custom and I will pick the days that I will be meeting those students. Now here I will select when this will end. So it started on 1st of October, maybe it will finish at October 31. So in this way, I will have the full calendar of this month ready for me and for my student. Okay? Okay, any question on this point? or we are on the safe side? We are
There
good
is
to go?
no Q&A, so I think you can proceed.
Great. So this point we took care of. We see how to schedule a meeting and how to take care of the permissions of the meeting so that you will be the only presenter. Okay.
Here
So
is
yeah.
another one question.
Yeah.
You said in the meeting options you can talk about the chat, how to disable while the meeting is going on.
Yes.
That one you
Yes. Yes. I will speak about it now.
okay.
So so the control that we did for the channel, okay, will permit the student to chat. How to stop the student from being able to chat on a meeting? Now, from here, from the team, I will click on the three dots and I will go to manage team. From the manage team, I will go to members from here and I find this one. This is actually for muting students. So I can select like this. And in this way, students are muted. Muted means they cannot at all chat on the channels. So if I go to the student, this is the student side. Let me like refresh. Okay, so I'm refreshing. Let me go back to any channel. You can see replies are disabled. For the moderation, it will keep the replies, but for the mute, it will also mute the replies. So I cannot, you are muted, you've been muted. So now when I go to the meeting, let us go to the meeting. So this is the meeting. I will join this meeting. Join the meeting. You will see join the meeting. Okay, I cannot join the meeting because the teacher didn't join or here from here. Let me see. So yeah, I can join, but okay. Look at this. When the meeting starts, we'll let people know you are waiting. Okay, so I'm a student. I'm trying to join the meeting. I'm not allowed. Let me see as a teacher what you will do. Again, let us go to the meeting from here. This is the meeting. I will click on join. I'm the teacher. I will join now as a teacher, as a presenter. Look at this. So it's telling me that the student is waiting in the lobby and this is the name of the student. So I will admit. So each time a new student like joined me, I will receive this message to allow them to be in my meeting. If I go back to the student, if I go back to the chat, you've been muted, so you cannot start a conversation. So in this way, I'm not able to chat with my colleagues while the meeting is going on. Okay, so this is what they asked about. Now, what else? What else would we can use? I know that you know how to do most of those things. For recording, let me record, for example. So in this way, I started my recording and it's telling me that I'm recording. If I click on the people from here, I will see that they are joining as attendee. Let me go as the attendee, as the student. So as attendee, you are attendee. The sharing is disabled. If you click here, you cannot record. So this is because you are the attendee. Because we put who can present and we selected only me. If I cannot go to another one and say remove. I only pin. So pinning is having them on my screen the whole timing. Okay. So this is for the student, as we mentioned. Let us go for the teacher and try to share. So here we will have several options. We can share our screen like I'm doing right now. We can browse, so we can take the presentation from Teams or from OneDrive, and in browse you will have the student on your side. So let us try it. Browse Teams. So we didn't put anything in that. Okay, so here you can browse, for example, other teams as well if you have a certain presentation prepared for you. Let us see. Oops. I don't remember if I have any folder in here. Okay, so let us not waste some time. I will upload it simply from the PC. I will select something, documents, desktop. Okay, so what is the benefit? The benefit is from the browse, if you want to share from the browse, is that your presentation will be in front of you and the student will be in front of you, and the chat, if you open the chat, will be also on the side. So everything will be in one place. Whereas if I want to share from desktop, I will not see anyone, I will not see the student, and I will not be able to see the chat. So this is the difference between the two. Let us stop it. Now, the most important, yes, you have a question, go ahead.
Yeah, because before you stop, since you are already in the meeting, can you please show them how to take the attendance also in an Excel
Yes, sure.
sheet?
Yes. So from the people from here, we will click on the three dots from here, and we can download the attendee or the attendance list. So when I click on download for the attendance, I will have it as an Excel sheet, and we will have a very nice update on this as well, which is coming soon. So this is how you will see the attendance sheet. So you can download it on every meeting. And also the insight, we will talk about it at the end of this session. We'll give you another data, which is nice. So this is the attendance. This is the name of the person that joined the meeting, the full name. The action is that they joined, and the time. So they joined at what time. So now if they leave before you finish your meeting, and for sure you will download that attendance list when you finish. So don't download it before you finish. You will see, for example, one test left at 10:05:12. So in this way, you know that this student joined your meeting for 2 minutes, or they joined your meeting for 10 minutes. So you can tell the duration that the student stayed in your meeting. Now, what is the coming update is that we will have here something called duration, and it will be telling you how much that specific student spent on your meeting. And this is coming soon. We just don't know when it will be released, but they are working on something like this.
Yes, ma'am. Another one more question very often we get is the meeting is over now. Also, they come out of the meeting and now they need to get the attendance. So actually what we say is, go to the chat and then just look for the history, and there you can find the participants. But like this attendance file, is it possible to download after the meeting is over? Not from the admin panel, from the
that
teacher
is
side.
another, yeah. So also this is also coming soon. This is very soon that you can retrieve it from the calendar, similar to the live event. Okay, they announce it. They announced that one, that you will be able to receive the attendance after you finish your call. Okay, but as of now, don't close your meeting unless you download it. But also I will show you the insight. It will give you some data about the attendance. Okay.
Ma'am, there is one question. I don't want to approve the student. Automatically, the student has to come in. So then they can use the code, right? They can generate the code, and when they use, automatically using the code, the student will get in. They don't need to.
No, she is asking about the meeting. She is asking that
Yes.
in the meeting, she doesn't need to admit.
Not in the meeting, in the Teams, in the Teams membership, when you add. So there they are asking, instead of using the link, link they have to approve. The teacher has to approve the student.
Yeah.
So they don't want to approve. Then two ways. One is they have to add the user, or they have to give the code, right?
Yes, correct. So if you don't want to go through the process of approval in adding members to the team, don't use the link, use the generate a code. And I think you know it because when we put the agenda, they told me that they already train you on the code. But if she is asking that, as you can see, when I joined the meeting, I admitted the student. So for some teachers, this will be like disturbing for them. So if you don't need really to admit the student, from the meeting options, don't say that who can bypass the lobby, only me. Keep it as it is, and in that way, they will be able to join without admitting them. Now, if you forget to do the permissions, the one that I explained, you will have it also here under the three dots. So I will click on manage permissions and I will have the same page as well in the meeting itself. So for the teacher, if she is asking about not admitting student in the meeting, so here who can bypass the lobby, just keep it as everyone or only people in my organization so that no one will attend your meeting from outside the college. Okay, so this is a very nice way of also not admitting. Okay, any other questions
about the guest lecturers? There is one query. So
Mm-hmm.
usually, we have to go to a process that we have to send a guest request, and the person in Gmail or Hotmail, they're supposed to register themselves and create a account, and then they have to come and join.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a way without this process?
Without this process, you don't need them to like register themselves. I think when they click on the link, they will be able to do it. Now they have an update where you will automatically go by just writing your name. You don't need to register yourself.
Okay,
So
because
they
we
don't
have
need.
not.
I will share with you a link because now we cannot demo it. I will share with you a video. We use it with the schools for the parents that doesn't have Office 365 account and how easy it is for joining the meeting. And probably you can share it with the faculty members so that if they have any guests from outside the college.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Now we will go for the whiteboard, and here we have a lot of updates on the whiteboard. We have two things that we can use in the whiteboard. The one in Microsoft Teams that I'm just trying to do right now, and the other one which is the application. So here really, I really recommend you to download Microsoft Whiteboard as an application. We will speak about it just now. Let me just finish from this one.
Ma'am, since we are still in the meetings, there are
Yeah.
two questions. One is, can I update the agenda so that you can just show one time in the schedule, in the
Okay.
scheduling. So I just need to some update, like maybe there is a agenda change or some more content or description I need to add. How to do that? There is one question. And can I delete a particular day later I assigned? So these are the two questions about
Okay.
scheduling.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We will go to that. So let us finish from the whiteboard. So just for the whiteboard, and I will go to that part. Don't worry. Just remind me if I forgot. Okay, so this is the online whiteboard. As you can see for the student, they can also contribute with you. So I will write my name, for example. I'm number one, test number one. So the teacher is able to see whatever I'm doing, as you can see. And also the teacher here can put for you small notes, for example, and you can write on that notes as a student. So here, if the student are really like working in a nice way with you, this will be fine. However, if you have a lot of students that are just grabbing, writing, blah, blah, like this, so in this way, it will be challenging for you to use the whiteboard in Microsoft Teams. So really here, it requires from you to have restricted policy with the student on using the whiteboard. Or simply you can use the app. So advise your student to click on open in an app. Okay, so when they open in an app here, for example, you first of all, you will have more features in this app. Number two, as a teacher, I can control who is writing on which whiteboard. So for example, here, this is my application. I can utilize the same like pens. Now we have a rainbow. We can use the ruler. We can use all these tools. And also I have templates, which is really nice for you. So from the plus sign from here, I will go to the word template. And here you will have several templates, for example, for brainstorming and for certain strategies that we use sometimes on our project planning or maybe with your students. So for example, I selected this one the phases for a project. So here, for example, I can write item number 1 and I can type what is the item number 1. For example, preparing the infrastructure. Okay, for example, number 2, for example, training. So here, for example, training. And I will ask from them to write for me each phase. Now, so far, I am the only one preparing this whiteboard. How can I share it with my student so that only group of students are editing this part and they are really responsible about it? So here, for example, I can make here up, I can minimize it. I can, 1 minute, let me write, for example, this is a group number 1. Okay. And let me try to can change the coloring if you want. Put it up, for example, or keep it down. And you can do whatever you need. So you will know that this is group number 1. You will ask them to write their names over here. Now, how to share it for that specific group? You will go here from the 3 lines. And you will say post to teams. Now, we created the private channels previously, so you can utilize that in here. So you will create private channels for your students, and you will post this on that private channel so that only those students are writing in here. So you will see group number 1, group number 2, and you can surf between whiteboards because these are like separate pages with a certain features. Now, this is the problem of the internet connection. We are just waiting it for loading. It's loading all my teams. So here it will load all my teams, all my channels, all my private channels. So I can select the place or the location where I need to share it so that student will work on it in a proper way. Research, this is the research that I was working on. If I open it in this way, I can see the private channels, which are group number 1, group number 2. So let me share it on group number 1. I will say as a post. Now, the students of a group number 1 are the only one who have the permission to write here and who have the permission to also to view it. So when it is posted, now it is posted, I will go to the student. So from the student, let me go to teams. I will go to group number 1. This is group number 1. And now I can see that the whiteboard is here. I will click on the whiteboard and I will be able to work with my colleagues. Now we can view it online or open it in app. Always advise your student to have it as an app because it will have more features, as you saw. As an app, it will have more tools so that it will be easier for the student to really write on that template that you are sharing with them. Okay, so any question till now on the whiteboard? I know that it's still pending is the scheduling, how to remove it. We will just see it now.
Whiteboard actually, people they want, like especially mathematics teachers and all, they want it more flexible and interaction should be more accurate. But in this Office 365 app, it is really little laggy is there. So is there this app is supported for native Windows?
Uh, the app? What you mean native Windows?
Yeah, natively can we install it as a installer in Windows, the Whiteboard app, like
This
Office
one
3?
that this one, the one that I'm sharing with you right now,
Yes,
this
yes.
Microsoft. Yeah. So from the whiteboard, they will click. Okay. We cannot, okay, for the online, the templates will not be shown. So they have, so here we go. The student will have this option to open an app. If they don't have the app, it will give them the download, the
Yeah.
link for downloading. Okay, so they will have the link to download it. Okay,
This is available for A1 license or only A3 license?
no, it's available for A1.
A1, okay, thank
Okay, so you are
you.
not A3.
We are not yet. We are yeah, in the discussion to migrate soon.
Okay, great. So this is for the whiteboard. As you can see, the templates will not be shown online. They added the notes for now. We don't know. We really don't know whether they will add the templates, but students should open an app and they can write together. Any question on this part?
Not in
Okay.
whiteboard, ma'am, but there is something in the meeting attendance.
Okay.
Is there a log about what students are talking and whatever the conversation going on in the meeting?
No, didn't get the question. What do you mean?
They have asked, is there any log? Like, in live event, we have a question and answers, a log sheet, right?
Okay.
Excel.
No, but simply the conversation you can select it and copy paste it so you can have it.
Okay, but it is not downloadable.
No. You can copy paste it. Okay, so from here, also don't forget to do end meeting. So when you end the meeting, it will be ending for everyone so that you will not leave and they will stay in the meeting. So as you can see, when I click on end meeting, it closed. Now for the A1, this is something that you should know, that the recording is available for you. However, you can simply download it, okay? It's not uploaded to the stream. So this is something that you have to be aware of. But if you are in the discussion of going to A3, hopefully soon, you will not have this problem. So
Yeah,
as
but
a
how to
teacher,
delete this particular video? If I don't
how
want
to
it, because yesterday we had a discussion and we were trying to delete it because before it was going to MS
stream?
Stream. Yeah, but
Yeah.
recently only they have changed these settings and it was going to Skype. So we were not able to delete this particular recordings if we want. And there's no control also we found, like, to change the name later or move to another category.
Okay. So I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We can check this point, how we can delete it. We can take it later on also. So for the log of the chat of that meeting, everything will be just for your, like, I think you know this point. Everything will be under the meeting. So here, whatever we did as a discussion, it will be alongside the recorded session, okay? So if they are asking about the questions, the queries, so all the teacher has to do is to check the chat under the meeting. In this way, they will be able to see what were the questions that she might not like saw while she is in the meeting. And you can download it so that you can have it as a recorded session. We will check for you how to delete it and from where you delete it. Okay, so let us go back to the calendar because you asked me a very important question. If I make a mistake while scheduling or for example, if I want to delete a meeting for a specific day, how to do this. So for the meeting, you will go to that specific meeting. And here under the cancel meeting, I will have two options. Either I can cancel the occurrence, which is for this specific day. So the first one is for this specific day that I'm standing on, which is for September, or for the whole series of event that you just created. So these are the two options. If you don't need it for a specific day, maybe you are sick or you have any problem, you want to postpone it, all you have to do is cancel occurrence, the first option. And if you did a major mistake and you want to delete the whole like series, you can go here and delete the whole series. Okay. Now from view series, you can see it also from here, and you can edit it in the way you need. If you go to custom, for example, for a certain problem or for a certain criteria, we will postpone after September 30, or maybe we resume at September 16. So in this way also you can update the calendar or the meeting series. Okay, and you will send the update.
Yeah,
I think those were the questions. Yeah.
One more question on the scheduling. They have asked in the same schedule, can I give different timings for a recurrence?
No.
It is not possible, right?
No, timing should be the same. However, the dates we are picking it using the work days and custom. Okay. Any other question?
There's about Wacom. I mean, there's a question that if the whiteboard is compatible with the Wacom tablet. Yes, because whatever the mouse pointer or interaction tool you have for pointing, it supports, right?
Yeah, it supports. Okay. Any other thing?
Yeah,
yes.
Ma'am, it is about coming before. You have showed that how to mute chat before the meeting. But is that the students will be muted even communicating with the teachers?
No, they are muted to post on the teams. Only on that specific team, which is my team. Okay, I cannot control them to do anything with the others. Mute the chat for all this tab, muting the chat tab, this one. This is done by on the IT level. It's not done by you as a teacher. So what I showed in the mute is that I'm muting them to post on any of my own team and my own channels. Okay, clear?
Yes. There is one question, please.
Yes, sure.
Regarding the whiteboard. Yeah. You have math teacher here, and they need to explain equations. How it is possible to insert equation or to write equation in this one?
In the whiteboard, you can simply text, click here, for example, edit from here. So you will have the text x plus y equals to 2, something like this. Or simply you can take the pen from here and write it. So I can take this pen. Now you need to have a good device with the pen, so I can type.
What about the more advanced equations?
Like what? Give me an example. So you can write, it is simply a whiteboard, so you can write anything on that whiteboard.
Like square, like square.
Whatever you need. This, you have the pen, and this is a paper. You can imagine it in this way. I have a pen and it's paper, and this paper is endless, so I can go on and on. Integration, just more, I make a mistake, I can erase it. Then I will write it 0 to x equal 0, or starting from 0, y equals to infinity, something like
only
that.
By
I forget
it. There is nothing to insert the equation. Insert.
Yes, sir. But if they are going to use the OneNote, there is a math equation tab is available, but not in whiteboard actually.
Yes. So they can use. We can have another separate live event, because class notebook is a very powerful like application. You can use it for several things, for explaining math equations, for English. So we can make another session for that specifically. But as of now, the whiteboard, you can use it as a simple whiteboard where you are simply writing. Now here we have something like ink to shape and ink to table. So these two are available, but we don't have similar to the class notebook where you are typing the equation and it's changing it. So let us say the ink to shape. So now let me draw like this. So it wasn't activated. Now it should be activated. You see, so you draw it in a general way, and it will be perfected for you. So this is ink to shape, and we have ink to table. Also, this is very nice. Let me show it for you. So here is my table. Let me activate it. It's not activated. Okay, so let me erase all of this. Okay, so we have table. This is the table, for example, with several rows and several columns and several rows. So it will be easier for you to create. So here, let me erase it. Here I can, for example, divide only this.
Not possible.
Not possible. Not possible to make the subs. Okay, it's taking it. So these are the tools. Let us see what we have as well here. You can send it to OneNote. So this is, we will speak about it if we have another session for the OneNote.
Sure.
We can have different, for the background, you can select to have, for example, a graph, so that you will have better writing or drawing for the teachers. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So this is for the whiteboard. Let us go back to our agenda. We are running out of time. So we finished from the whiteboard. Next is how to retrieve the recording session from Microsoft Stream. Now this is for sure for A3 license. For A1, as you saw, it is automatically added in the chat, so you can download it and you can take it to Microsoft Stream. So now let us speak a little bit about Microsoft Stream, because this is really beneficial for you, even even if you will not have it automatically added there, you can simply upload it to Microsoft Stream. So let us go to Microsoft Stream. From the 9 dots over here, you can go to any application from Microsoft. So if you cannot see it straightforward, just click on Microsoft 365 and you will be directed to all the applications. Let us go to Stream and to discover more about this application. So let us tell you what is a Microsoft Stream. Microsoft Stream is a place to upload all your videos. It is private for the company, so no one can go to your recorded videos or to your videos, general videos, if they are outside your organization. So don't expect to send a stream link to someone outside your college, for example. So for me, even if I'm in a meeting with you and we recorded that meeting, and even if I can see that recording link, I will not be able to view it because I'm outside the organization. So this is a very important point. Stream is only for your specific organization. Now, we have different tabs over here. We have, for example, the Discover. And here I'm discovering all the videos, my videos and everybody's videos on this channel. or on stream. So it's like YouTube. So you can post videos, you can make it public so everyone can see it. Now, public means everyone only in your organization. It doesn't mean that everyone outside your organization can see it. So public means whenever I go to Discover and click on videos, I will be able to see your video without like taking your permission, just because you put it as public. So here, for example, this person, I don't really know him. However, I can see the session because it is set to be public, or it is limited. However, I was part of his team. So when he did this review session, for example, I was part of his team that he created. So you can view videos on two conditions. Number one, if you are part of a team, okay. Number two, if that person put it as public. Now, limited here means you are part of that team or he shared it with you. Now we will see all of these points, how he can share it with you, how you can share it with a group of people or a specific people. Now, let's go to the second tab where it is only your content. So this is only my content. What we have in my content. So in my content, I have videos. These are my specific videos that I'm the owner who created those videos. So either I was in a team and I pressed on record, so I am the owner, or I uploaded them. So here you can upload. As you can see, you can upload videos because you were asking about uploading videos. So once you download your recording session, you can go here and upload it. And now I will talk how you can share it with your students or with anyone. So as you can see, some of my videos, I put them as public. So the green one is visible to organization wide. So everyone who went to this organization will be able to see my two videos, which I set them as public. However, under the limited, I'm selecting the person or the group of people that can see my recording. It's not up to anyone to see my recording. Okay, so this is for my content, my video. Now the second one is groups, and what we mean by groups are teams. So whenever you are added to a team or you created that team, whatever is recorded under that team will be saved for you under groups. So now if we go to, for example, research, research is not, I think, let us sort them by date created. Okay, so research is here. And there is no videos under research. Why? Because as you can see, this is an A1 license. And as you know, for the A1 license, I'm not able to have it automatically uploaded. Now, if I download that recording and I will go here to the channel of research number one. So you have a channel for you created called research number one. So as a teacher here, okay, channels, okay, create a new channel. Let us say it research number one. Research. So this is a group channel. Okay, you can customize an image here. This channel is only viewable by people I will select. I will show you how. It's not a company-wise. So company-wise here, this one means it is available for everyone. And here, for example, as IT, they can create a channel. They can name it, for example, Office 365, Microsoft Teams, whatever, and they can put all the tutorials so that it will be available for everyone. Now I will click on create. So this is my channel. It's called the research. So under the research, this one, okay. So here, this is my channel research. You can drag files. So if you have several files, you can put them here. What else you can upload? Let us upload videos. You can also drag and drop, or you can browse for a video. I don't know if I have video over here. Let us check in the downloads. Downloads, video. So this is a video. I hope that it will be uploaded. So as you can see, I created the channel. I uploaded the video. You can give it a name. For example, this is lesson number 1. Okay. You can select the video language. So it is English, for example. It's processing right now. So now for the permission, and this is very important. As of now, this video, this channel is only available for me as an owner. How to make it available for a team? So from this, I will go to my groups, for example, from here. And I will select or search for research, which we just created. Let us see. This is the one. So share with, you will select my groups, which means teams. Then you will type the group research. You will select it. And in this way, they will have the permission to view. Now, what is the difference between owner and display? For the owner, they will be able to download the video. They will be able to edit the video. They will be able to give permission, just like what I'm doing right now. A lot of things can be done by an owner. Display, they will only be able to view it, to add it to their watch list so they can watch it later on. And number 3, they can watch it offline. And this is available if you download Microsoft Stream application on your mobile. So you will have an option where you can select to have it available offline. It will not be downloaded to your mobile. Don't get me wrong, you will not have it as MP4. However, it will be buffered in your stream and it will be available offline. So this is a really good choice for your students if they don't have a good internet connection. Okay, so here I will say publish. Now I am having it ready in my channel. So if I go to channels, this is the research channel. I think it was uploaded, didn't upload. Okay, maybe it's taking some time. So whatever I'm doing here, as I showed you, it is reserved on their channel. Now, how to give it for my student and teams? If I don't need them really to go to stream and to go to research, how can I do it in a better way in Teams? I will go to Microsoft, I will go to Microsoft Teams. Let me go from here. So this is Microsoft Teams. I will go to my team, research. I will come here to the plus sign and I will search for a stream as an app. So I will search for a stream as an app. Now what I can do, I will add the channel. So by adding the channel, so here you can add the channel or you can search for channel. It was called research, I guess. It's not reflected. Let us go and take the link for that channel. So here I can share and I can take this URL from here, copy, go back to this tab, now from here, stream from here, channel, put it. Okay, here we go. So either you search for it. If you didn't, if you weren't able to find it, you can simply take it from the channel itself. So you can share and you will take the link. Now, what will happen when you add this? Whenever you add any video on the channel, it will be reflected over here. So any video you added to your channel will be reflected over here and student will be able to see it. So here will be, you will have all the videos. I think it didn't upload the video that I just created. However, whenever you add a new video, the student will be able to see it. So this is a very nice way of really organizing all the meetings that you will have in one place. So we organize it per channels, and then it's better to create a channel and stream and put all the recording in one place. It could be videos that you find it beneficial from online. It could be a video that you are creating with your own, on your own. And it could be videos that you did it as a meeting and you recorded them. Okay, any question on these points before we proceed? So this is all about stream. Any question on the stream, how to retrieve the recording and how to take care of Microsoft Stream? Any question from the audience? Hello?
Audience is not allowed to talk, but they can put message.
Yes, exactly. So did they post any question?
Nothing. For me, nothing. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I think we don't have enough time for the assignment. We can keep the assignment and the class notebook for another meeting, because now we are like around 11. Let us go to the insight. I don't really want to put a lot of information for you. I used to be a teacher, and I know when we give a lot of information, the people will lose the interest. So I really can do with you another session where I will cover the assignment tab, and I will cover also the class notebook in another 2 hours. So let me, before we close today, I want to really show you the Insight application. It's a very nice application. You can benefit from it in many ways. Now, for the team that we just created, which was research number 1. Here, for example, I will have meetings, I will have assignment, I will have communication, or sort of digital activity. Now, my core question over here is that how can I get an insight whether the students are benefiting from all of this? How can I see who is attending my meeting and how much is the percentage? How can I see who is checking the files, the important files that I'm putting? Who is doing the assignment that I'm posting? And how much time they are spending on that assignment? So all these questions will be answered through the insight. So from the insight, from here, from the plus sign from here, we will add an application called Insight. If you didn't find it straightforward, just type it here, Insight, and you will have it automatically popping up in front of you. So this is the...
In that, since you showed that app, you just tell them what are the possible apps, even like Stream or YouTube, all those apps are available in the same place only. Can you please just tell them that also?
Yes, for sure. Now let me do this and then I will come back to all the other applications. So from here, I will click on Save. Now, this will only be available for you as a teacher. Student will not have anything about this kind of insight. They will not see it as you can see. Now, I should also see something about assignments, but because we didn't do assignment, that's why I'm not able to see the assignments. Now, let me go here and click on digital engagement. So what we mean by digital engagement means who is active, who is not. As a summary, I can see that one inactive student. So I have one inactive student in my class. So this is a summary. And I have 3 new communications, so I can see the communication. Now here I can click on track student activity to see more insight about what is happening over here. So I have 2 students, one is Rashid and one is the test one that we are using the account for. I can see here, you can go by all the students or you can go by specific students. And here you can track all the activities, or you can also be more specified by checking, for example, only the meetings, or by checking, for example, communications, by checking, for example, files. So in this way, you will have a different insight according to the criteria that you selected. So let us go back to all activities and go to the student. You will see like something over here. When you click on that, it will give you more detail. Now, this student, test number 1, he was active, if you see it, from around 8:30 till around 10. So if I hover over this one, I can see that he visited a private channel. So he visited a channel which is group number 1. He visited also a channel called Unit 1. He visited a channel called Unit number 2. He viewed the files and he posted the 3 messages. So all of these information are really important for you. So as the summary, even if I created several channels, I can see the insight for all those channels. Okay. Now, here you can also, for the meeting, for the attending the meeting, it will take around, give it some time, maximum is 24 hours, but it will also give you how much duration that this student attended from your meeting. So all these details will be given for you. Now here, you can customize a range. So for example, I can say only today, or simply I can customize it like I need it from, okay, so this was the day that customize a range and custom range. It's not available before because we just created this team today. So usually this will be available from the first day that you created the team till the day that you needed to be there. Now, these information, you can download them by simply clicking here on the 3 dots and say export to Excel sheet. So when you say export to Excel sheet, you go to here to the Excel sheet from here. And you will see the list of your student. This is very beneficial update. You can now see the email. Why? Because maybe I have similar similar names for different students. So for example, here we have a lot of Abdullah and a lot of Hamad, for example, and it could be having the same family name. So how I can distinguish between them, so how you will distinguish is through the email. So the email will help you to know which Hamad is this and which Abdullah is this. Now, you will see the letter V. V means this student was digitally attending, means he was active with you digitally. So if you want to record an attendance for the student, you will have it in a summary like this for all the days. So in this way, you will see it for all the range that you selected, and V stands for attending the class. Now, we will go to the second sheet, which is the summary. In here, it is more about the assignment. It will give you student average grade. So it will make the average of all the grades. Number of on-time assignment to see whether the student was really an A student. Number of late assignments. So if you want to send like a remark for them or something like this, you have the evidence that they were late for example, 3 assignments in a row or something like that. Number of missing assignments and average weekly conversation to see whether they are really active with you, yes or no. The third tab is for the assignment, and this is why we really recommend that you start using the Teams assignment, even if you are if you like the Moodle, because here you will have also a lot of details about that specific assignment. And since we have a lot ideas about the assignment, I really would like to have another session with you to discuss it more. Now, for the communication, this is where I can see per channel how many posts. So they were really active with me, for example, in Unit 1, but in Unit 2, they are not really active. So you can see the flow of the student with you, whether he was really like passionate about the class at the beginning of the year, and then he dropped down or something like that. So these insights are really beneficial for you as a teacher. Now, for like admins as IT, we have another app called Insight where you can download it on the site. So if you cannot see it as I have it here, you can simply search it, which is called Insight. And this will give you analysis for the whole tenant. This is good for you if you are IT director, so in the IT, and you have the global admin. So you will add it to your Microsoft Teams, and here you will have a detailed information about daily active users. So you can see here, for example, on September 2nd, we have 2 that were active, and you can see the flow. And also per day, you can see which were the peak hours where you will where you had more people active on your teams. What are the activities that you can monitor or you can check? Here are the activities, so you can see the Teams meeting. So I can see the number of meetings. Now it will be effective like after some hours to see that we did this activity. What else we can see? We can see daily active users per hour. We can see Teams assignment. So here also you can see students that are doing their assignment per hour as well. And this per hour will help you to monitor your network bandwidth if they are using your bandwidth if you are in a hybrid model where students need to come to the college, do some of the activities. So you can see when you need to make your bandwidth more so that it will accommodate the needs of the student at your school. And also you can see whether they are using the school's hours for studying or they are like studying late night. So these are some of the very nice features that we have. We can also, for example, here check the PowerPoint. So if you are putting PowerPoint on your Teams, you can see what time they are checking the PowerPoints. You can see as well Word, Excel, PDF, media apps, images, or other apps if you are putting. So this is very nice for you. It will give you like a summary of all the teams. And from here also you can customize the range. So you can have it the last 28 days. It could be like 1 month. Or also you can make the range that you need. So you can go back, for example, by August 6th. And in this way, you can see the whole active users or active usage till this date. And you can see where we had the most peak days. Okay, so
that is an improvement because before we cannot choose the date. It will be 7 days, 28 days, and 90 days. Now we can select the date range.
Yes, and this is for you as IT.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, welcome. So that was everything on my agenda. Well, actually, I missed the assignment. This requires really some time. So my suggestion is if you like these sessions, we can have another one for assignment and class notebook. Okay, so that's all from my side. If you have any question, I'm available to ask.
Here we have question.
Yes.
Oh, it's deleted.
Yes.
Can we check the activity? You saw it? You saw the question?
No, I just stopped sharing my screen. I opened my camera so that if we can, if you want to have some discussion. Yeah, what is the question?
Can we check the activity results from Insights immediately after our class, during our class, or after how many hours? This is the question from one of the users.
Okay, for the meeting, it will take, we cannot specify the timing actually, but the limitation is 24 hours for the full data about the meeting.
Another question. Will the recording of this will be available? Asking about the recording, it will be available. Inshallah.
Yeah, this session, it will be available for sure. Anytime you click on this link, you will find the same recording. And I think the IT or the team here will take care of this as well.
Can we share an audio recording while having a meeting with students?
Yes, sure. However, make sure that when you click on share button, you will have something called include audio with the video. So include audio will make it this available. I think we have here Gino. He's trying to show you this.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct, Gino?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is available and you can make it.
Okay.
But Gino, you are online, correct? Because if you are
Yes.
in an app, it will close. Great. So yeah, when you click on share,
Here we have to
okay,
make sure select the
okay,
screen, and then
yeah.
after selecting, we have
It you should be on the application actually for doing this, because on the website it is not showing. So on the application, if you click on the share button, can you do it one more time?
yeah. At this point, we will have one
Yeah.
small checkbox.
Yeah, here you will have a small checkbox called include audio. But for the online, yeah, you have to be on your application. This is what I mean. You have to be on your application. You will have this small checkbox. You will select it in order to have the video to come from your like from the video running on your PC to the audience. Okay, any other question?
Again, they have asked about how to download the attendance. Again, I will just show it here. So you have the participants, click on it. I think somebody else's screen is coming. Who is sharing?
Gino is sharing. It's you.
It's not my screen. Oh, okay, I think.
You want me to share my screen and show them?
Yeah, here it is. The three dots are here. Click on this and then download attendance list.
Show the screen. Share the screen.
Yes, I will share my screen. So how to do it? Just to repeat it. So from the team, when you are in a meeting, let us go to a meeting. So from here, let us make a meeting like Meet Now. You can turn off the camera. So from Meet Now, here are the you will click on the people icon or the participants, and from these three dots over here, so where you will get this page, you have to click on the participant. So you will click on the participant, you will click on the three dots, and you will do download attendance list. So this is the way how you will get the attendance sheet. Okay, is it clear?
Hope
Any
so.
other question?
That was the question repeated 2-3 times. And
Okay,
if you are
great.
in web app or you are in, okay, because even you share with the web app only. Otherwise, that audio alone we want to show. Anyway,
Yeah,
we will consider another session and do it.
yeah, the audio is not there when you are on the browser. You have to be on your application. You have to be on your application, and it will be like a small sentence over here with a box stating include audio on your include audio. So when you see include audio, just tick it. And this way, whatever you are having as audio from your computer will go to the audience. Okay. Other than this, any other questions? Okay. Is that all? We can close the session.
How can just wait a minute? There is
Okay.
two question came.
Okay, sure, yeah.
How can
Go ahead.
okay.
Yes, sir. That audio we will cover later. Here internally, we will just take another session and show them
Okay.
with the remote desktop, no problem.
Just make it as an emailer, so it will be sent for everyone. So it will be also nice for them.
Sure.
How to check students' engagement? Does the attendance sheet show the time in and time out? Yes, I think. Yeah.
Yes. It will say joined and left. So left is time out. Yeah. So joined and left.
It will be two recording for record for joining and another down record for.
So you will have 2 rows for the same person.
Just a minute. نعم دكتورة. خلينا كل الأسئلة سويناها دكتورة سألناها. وين من سألتي؟ does the وين سؤالك ما موجود؟ انزين اعطيك خلي اللي يعمل لك الميكروفون enable. How to check student engagement?
ايوه يعني طالب بيدخل تلزم 100% ان المحاضرين دخلوا وراحوا يسووا شغلهم.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that question. Yeah, I heard that question. So this is a very nice question. How to make sure that the students are really attracted to my meeting and they are not like daydreaming.
Yes, she is asking this question.
Okay. How to check that the students are really active with me. So here on the chat, you go to the 3 dots from here. We have a very nice tools. One of them is Poly, where you can pop on send questions. So for example, I'm in a classroom, I'm teaching my student, and suddenly I will say, what do you think about this? Or select the right choice, and Poly will help you to see the percentage of students who are really attracted to your session. Also, you can, for example, send them Microsoft Forms. So Forms is like for questions. So here you can send it as a pop-up question. For example, I'm speaking about the rotation of the Earth around the moon. So I will say the Earth rotates around the sun. For example, I'm just giving very straightforward example. This question could be tricky as much as you can. So I prepare a question while I'm delivering the session, and I will send it to the student on the side. So the student has to pick the right option for them. Now, how I will benefit from this? For example, I'm a student, I say yes, and I will submit. Now the teacher will see the percentage over here and the responses. So if I have 30 students, only 10 responded, means we have another student that daydreaming, or as she mentioned, they opened the meeting and they went to do their own stuff. So in this way, try to make as much as you want from these questions, just to really make sure that they are with you. And those questions make them more into your subject, and try to check whether they get that objective that you are trying to explain or no. For example, if you have, for example, 100% yes, it means that they understand your explanation. If you have in between, this will tell you that even though they are with you, but they didn't understand whatever you are showcasing. So try to do this. And also you have another way. For example, ask them to raise their hand. So who agrees that we have to study more the theory of Pythagoras equation, for example, and check how many raised their hand. So whenever someone raised their hand, you will see here the numbers of people raising their hand. Now, since I'm the only one in here, it is not showing, but here it will give you the number of people who are really interacting with you. So the raise hand Don't just use it for asking you questions. Also use it as a way of survey or as a way of checking who is active with you. Okay, so my advice for the professors and the teachers is to click on this icon on the chat, click here, and to discover more of those applications that are in here that will help you more in your learning. Okay, and also you have the praise to thank a student for maybe answering your questions or on time, or maybe assisting other students to attend your sessions, and so on. Okay. Any other question?
Yes, ma'am. Since you are already in the apps window, can you please tell them whether how they can use YouTube or other MS streams inside this app itself?
No, this is different. So here I'm just adding it as I'm using it, but to add it as a tab, so you have to go to the team itself. From the plus sign over here, we have a lot of other applications. Really, I really recommend that you go through them. For me, the most useful one were forms. If you have a form and you want to share it with your student, inside, as I showed you, a stream. If you create a channel like I did, Flipgrid. This is more if you need students to create their own videos. YouTube, for example, if you have a certain YouTube video that you want to put it for your student, also this is a nice idea. If you prepared your lessons and you post them on YouTube, also you can integrate it here. So here you can search for the certain, for example, lesson, or even so algebra, for example, I'm teaching algebra. I will select the video and I can post it. So it will be also available as a tab for the student. In this way, it will be easier, so they can view the YouTube inside your team rather than going outside of that team to view the video. We have a lot of third-party applications that you can benefit of. I don't know if you know Quizlet, if you know Bunsy. We don't have enough time to cover all of them, but you can discover on your own. They are really nice for you. And depending on your area, you can go here from the apps. So from the apps, you will find the application sorted in by topics. So for example, if I'm a developer in IT, I will go and check the application that suits me most. If I am in the human resource, I will search for the ones that are related to my job. For example, for the education, here are some of them. So yeah, try to discover them on your own. We don't have enough time to cover all these applications. And most of them are really third-party applications where you have to sign in with your Microsoft account, but you can read more about them on their websites. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. There's another question. Since you said, you can ask the questions and you can ask them to raise hands. So are these, like the logs of raising hand and all, are they getting recorded?
No,
is it possible for me to get it? No.
We cannot get logs. However, when you open the participant, you will see an order. You will see an order who raised their hand. Only that, but I cannot get a log. No logs.
I think the raising hands will go off by itself in certain times, right?
No, the person should lower it. The person should click on the raise hand and should lower it.
Okay.
Okay.
Really, can you
got
open
it.
the mic for Dean?
1 second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Gino, please, if you know Dean, she anonymous or she want to ask question.
Okay, sir. We will add it, sir. You know you're doing how?
For the live event, a participant, they cannot ask questions via the voice. They can only type their questions.
Yeah, now adding her as a participant.
Okay.
Yes, she's added.
Doctor, you are live. You are on.
Her mic is mute.
Yeah, thank you very much for allowing me in. And I have further questions. I heard there are other advanced features. You can check also the click, the mouse click, and the keyboard movement. Is this available in MS Teams? Or can you show us how to do that?
I didn't get
Yes,
what's
in addition to the features you mentioned, like a quiz or a question, you can, as a
Yeah.
lecturer, can also monitor students if they are there at their desktop by checking the mouse click, the keyboard movement, or any of these. How can we do this in MS Teams?
No, we cannot do this. We can. This is more like an artificial component of Azure. It's an added on. It's not from Teams specifically and animating.
Okay, so the
What
person
you
who told
can,
me that information, maybe they have added that plug-in to their MS Teams.
yeah, probably. They told you from MS Teams.
Yeah, well, I was talking to a lecturer and she told me that she can monitor her students by, she even checks if the students are doing any mouse movement. It means he's sitting really there. He's really with the, yeah. So I don't know. I didn't ask further details. How is she doing that? I immediately thought through MS Teams.
No, as far as I know, it's not through MS Teams.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure if she is asking them to, like, for example, share their screen.
No,
but you can only,
she's not sharing the
Yes.
screen. Just to make sure that they are there sitting there in front of the screen. They're not going here and there doing around the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how she is seeing their screens?
No, I don't know. Not to see the screen. She can check that this person is doing a mouse click or something like that. Not screen capture. Maybe I should refer to her and ask how she's doing that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but I thought maybe the feature is there and we are not aware about it.
Not straightforward. However, in Azure, we have a component about artificial intelligence. It is an additional component and it is on Azure. It's not specifically only Microsoft Teams. No, not specifically Microsoft Teams.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, any other questions?
I think one new question, can we conduct quiz directly here? Can we conduct quiz directly here?
If you have it ready on Microsoft Forms, you can share with them the code, or you can share with them the link, or you can generate a QR code and post it on the screen. So this is the only way.
Okay. I think it's time. We specify 3 hours. So now with 3 hours and 5 minutes.
Exactly.
It was. Thank you very much for Mr. Solang.
Welcome.
This was very fruitful session, and we hope to arrange another session soon.
Sure.
Thank you very much, Dr. Azza. If you need to say something.
No, just thank you very much, Miss. I forgot your name. Solange.
Yeah.
It was really useful, and looking forward more for class. The class note, if you can do it shortly, maybe beginning of next week, will be appreciated.
Yeah, sure.
And the assignment also. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes, sure.
Thank you
we'll
very
try our
much.
best. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
So, bye. Thank you all for attending the session. I hope it was fruitful and you benefited from the features. Looking forward to see you soon. Take care and bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.